Time, it's the one thing we all have in common, yet some people seem to accomplish so much while others struggle just to keep up. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, there's never enough time? You start the day with a plan, but by noon you're drowning in emails, distractions, and endless tasks. That's exactly how Jake felt. A small business owner with big dreams, but his biggest challenge? Time management. He was constantly overwhelmed, working long hours but never making real progress. That is until he met someone who changed everything. Alex, a successful entrepreneur who had mastered the art of time management. Today, I'll share with you the exact lessons Alex taught Jake. Powerful strategies that transform not just his business, but his entire life. If you're struggling with time management, pay close attention because these lessons could change everything for you too. Jake's first mistake? Thinking that working harder meant getting more done. The truth is, being busy doesn't mean being productive. Alex explained that time management isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. So, the first step is a mindset shift. Stop measuring success by how much you do and start measuring it by what you accomplish. A long to-do list means nothing if it's filled with low-impact tasks. So ask yourself, what tasks actually move the needle in my business or life? Am I focusing on what truly matters or just checking off boxes? Once Jake understood this, he was ready to learn the strategies that high achievers use every day. Alex told Jake, if you wake up without a plan, you've already lost the day. Successful people don't wake up and then decide what to do. They plan ahead. Every night before you go to bed, write down the one most important task for the next day. This is your priority, your non-negotiable. If you wake up knowing exactly what needs to be done, you eliminate decision fatigue and start the day in control. This simple habit alone can transform your productivity. Jake started doing it, and immediately his days felt more structured and intentional. Alex then introduced Jake to the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. The idea is simple. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. So, Alex gave Jake a challenge. 1. Look at all your tasks. 2. Identify the ones that actually create the biggest impact. 3. Spend more time on those and cut back on everything else. Jake quickly realized that most of his day was wasted on things that weren't truly helping his business grow. Once he focused on high-impact work, everything started to change. Most people spend their time on small, low-impact tasks, answering every email, handling minor issues, doing busy work. But successful people focus on the tasks that actually drive results. Jake's next problem? His day felt chaotic. He was constantly switching between tasks, getting interrupted, and never finding time for deep, focused work. Alex's solution? Time blocking. Instead of working whenever he had time, Jake needed to schedule his important tasks. Here's how it works. Set specific time blocks for focused work. Assign time for meetings, emails, and breaks. Protect your schedule. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. This was a game changer for Jake. Instead of reacting to his day, he was controlling it. He found himself finishing work faster and feeling less stressed. One of the biggest reasons Jake felt overwhelmed was because he said yes to everything. Every request, every opportunity, every distraction. Alex told him, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something important. So Jake started practicing saying no. No to unnecessary meetings. No to distractions that didn't serve his goals. No to tasks he could delegate. And for the first time, he felt in control of his time. The final lesson? Stop doing everything yourself. Alex explained that every task falls into one of three categories. 1. Automate. Use technology to handle repetitive tasks. Email templates, scheduling tools, and automation software can save hours each week. 2. Delegate. If someone else can do a task at 80% of your ability, delegate it. Entrepreneurs who try to do everything themselves will always be stuck. 3. Delete. If a task isn't important, don't do it at all. Many tasks only feel urgent but aren't actually necessary. Jake applied this immediately. He started using automation tools, outsourcing work, and letting go of tasks that didn't truly matter. And for the first time, he had free time. Fast forward a few weeks, and Jake's life was completely different. He was working less, but getting more done. His business was growing, and for the first time in years, he actually had time for himself. Alex smiled and said, "Jake, the secret was never about finding more time. It was about using the time you already have wisely." And that's the lesson I want you to take away today. Now it's your turn. If you feel like you never have enough time, if your to-do list is never ending, remember these key lessons. 1. Plan your day the night before. 2. Focus on high-impact work using the 80-20 rule. 3. Use time blocking to protect your schedule. 5. Learn to say no. 5. Automate, delegate, or delete anything that doesn't truly matter. Time isn't something you find, it's something you create. So what's the one thing you'll start doing today to take back control of your time? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this valuable, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more powerful insights. Because success isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter.